Confession.
So the past few weeks have been extremely rough. With the passing of my friend London Fog. You may have known him as Sin on Loading Snacks, and it's truly unfortunate, and it's been hard to even record these. This is like my third time trying to get this down pack. Honestly, um, I'm just trying to, it doesn't feel real, you know. Um, I think so many times we, I guess, in a way, take for granted the people that we have there, and you just think that, I'll just talk to them tomorrow, or I'll see them the next day or something, and that's not always the case. So I would say to that, make sure that you always tell your loved ones that you love them. You know, give someone a call just to say hey. You never know what people are going through. You never know how people are feeling. Um, and this is probably one of the saddest things that's happened all year to me and my friends. Um, London was definitely a huge influence on what it is that I do. The entire Loading Stacks crew is. Um, like I said, it just kind of feels hard to do this and to move forward with things. But I know that he would want me to. The same thing with Loading Sex Guys, and I know he would want them to as well. Uh, Man, London, you were just the most authentic person that I know, and I thank you for all the things that you taught me, the times that we've had. Um, it's just been it's been rough, you know. um, Rest in peace, London. You know, um, like I said, shout out London Snacks, shout out to the Fall family. Um, the funeral seemed like a really good send off for our friend, for my brother, and you just got to keep moving forward with these unfortunate situations, and that's what we're gonna do. Um, Man, transitions are already hard enough to do, especially with something like this. Um, Movie of the month. Movie of the month. Um, August. I didn't catch all the movies in August for obvious reasons I just mentioned. Um, the last movie I saw was Weapons, and I said that that was going to be the movie of the month. I'm sure it was. I did not get to see Caught Stealing or The Toxic Avenger or Honey Don't, but I'm sure I'll get to those as soon as I can. But here we are now, September. Um, and let's go over the movies that we got coming out this month for September. September 5th, we have, by the time you're watching this movie is already out. The Conjuring Last Rites. This is supposed to be the last Conjuring movie, which maybe it is the last Conjuring movie, but it may not be the last spinoff or the last Annabelle or Nun or, all those things are connected. I'm not hearing great things about The Conjuring or The Last Rites. And I've never really been the biggest fan of The Conjuring. I was more of an Insidious fan than I was The Conjuring. Um, didn't really follow The Conjuring as much. But I mean, people are going to go out to see it. It has a huge fan base, and we'll see what critics say. And maybe one day I'll do a whole Conjuring, you know, review or something. Also, September 5th, we have Hamilton. This movie it's a Broadway play, and then it went to Disney Plus, and now it's hitting the theaters. This also has a very huge fan base. I know a few people who will go to theaters to see that. I have a best friend who can rap all of Hamilton. It's kind of insane. And I'm sure they'll go to the theaters to see it then. September 12th, The Long Walk. Now, this is an interesting movie. I mean, it's a Stephen King story. I've never heard of it, but a bunch of kids are just walking as long as they possibly can, with a bunch of military and police around them. If you walk under 3 miles an hour, or if you stop at all, then you will be shot. The last kid standing will get some huge reward prize. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, in the middle of that too. But the most interesting thing about this movie is the promotion for The Long Walk. There's theaters out now that are letting you see The Long Walk on treadmills, and if you're walking under 3 miles on your treadmill while this movie is playing, you will be escorted out of the movie theater. I don't know if the last person wins anything, but I mean, as you can see, I mean that's what they're doing. But I don't know what the grand prize is. Maybe some merch, maybe just to say that you did it. But movies have a very interesting way of doing promos now, rather than just trailers and commercials. Also, September 12th, we have Toy Stories, the 30th anniversary of the very first Toy Story movie. Absolute classic. Do you guys separate like Disney movies and Pixar movies, or is it all in one? I know some people like make lists or debate about different Disney movies, but like it's still Disney, right? But I think Pixar is also its own company. Uh, if I had the time, if I have the time, I would go to the theater to see Toy Story again. I really would. I'd also just have it too, so maybe I'll just do a review on this classic movie here. Toy Story has to be like top five, right? Or at least one of the there's four of them now. Unfortunately, the fourth one. You gotta love one of them. I think they've just been amazing movies, and I think we'll do a review on Toy Story just for the 30th anniversary. Next up, September 19th, we have Him. Now, I'm expecting this movie to be the movie. Will it be that? I'm not sure. I really don't know. But I don't know. These type of well, this isn't directed by Jordan Peele. It's directed by Justin Tipping. This is like his first real big movie, but it is produced by Jordan Peele. His name is all over it. Monkey Paw Productions is all over it. I mean, look, and that's kind of people are wanting to see it because of Jordan Peele's in it. And people are like, I'm tired of this Jordan Peele type of horror or whatever. But I'm interested. I'm all the way here for it, especially the fact seeing Marlon Wayans in this serious horror role. I think it's obvious that Marlon Wayans is a hilarious comedian, a hilarious actor, great actor, but I don't think he gets enough credit in his drama acting. Um, Obviously he has a Requiem of a Dream, and I don't know if anyone saw the drama Bel Air series, but to see someone who was always cracking jokes, always goofy, always funny, to be in serious roles like this, stuff like that, always. I said always like 10 times. It really grabs my attention. I'm just really curious to see how he'll do in this movie. Like I said, I'm hoping this is it. I'm hoping this is just as much as it is Weapons was in August. So we will see him coming out on September 19th. Next up, we have September 26th, The Strangers Chapter 2. Now, I don't know about this because the first Strangers was like the original Strangers was really good and like in '07 or something like that. And then they did a part two, which was like, okay, I guess. And then they just redid the whole thing, calling it chapter one, chapter two. But there's no storyline that connects it enough to be like a chapter. Like there's no reason to call it chapter one, chapter two. Chapter one had a to be continued scene for like no reason. You know, I'm trying to figure out where's the storyline. This is like too much of a weak storyline uh to bring chapter one or whatever. I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm just watching the same movie over and over again, and we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. um, Last up, September 26th, we also have One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor. I think Sean Penn is in this movie as well too. Um, this movie looks great. I don't think you can go wrong with Leonardo DiCaprio or Tiana Taylor, to be honest with you. They're a couple, and they used to do like some terrorist acts back in the day, but now they're a little bit older and they're coming after their daughter. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but this movie just looks incredible, and like I said, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, so it's going to be a great movie. And Tiana Taylor definitely always brings it as well too. She just got a new album, Escape Room, which was really good. You guys should definitely check that out too. But that's it. Those are the movies of this month, September. What will you be seeing? Will you be seeing The Conjuring, Hamilton, Toy Story, Him, Strangers Chapter 2, or One Battle After Another? Some of these movies are going to get reviews. I would love to know what you plan on seeing and what you just don't have any interest in. And, just leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Make sure you follow me at The Real Coos Concessions. Coos Concessions are across the board. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the delay, guys, but, we'll be back on it with reviews and more movie talk pretty soon. So thank you for watching. I'm Coop. I'm out. Peace.